Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's training and presentation. I'm so excited that you guys are finally here on this video. If you haven't yet watched the previous videos, please watch those before you catch up. If you're joining us for the first time, please let me know in the comments where you are watching this video from. And if you have any questions with regards to this presentation, okay, and this training, you can just post your comments. Your questions in the comments and I will answer that. If you're looking for a free startup guide, you will find that in the description. I'm going to leave links to that, and I will also send you links to previous videos as well in case you missed any of that. But guys, let's just get started with today's training. And today we're talking about lead generation, right? We're going to talk about that, and let's look at some of the things about lead generation, right? We're going to talk about what are leads, why is it important to have a good flow of healthy leads coming into your business, how to get leads, and how to set up a lead generating system. And we're going to talk about leads and profits. Now, I know some of you already have a business, okay, and you are very excited about getting leads because without leads, we know that our business cannot run. So, this is a very just important section that once you have a business, you want to be able to get leads for your business. So, let's move on to what is leads, right? So what are leads? Basically, leads are your potential clients, right? Leads are people who are interested in your services and products, and there are three different type of leads that we get. Cold leads, so these are people that we don't know, right? Warm leads, people who've probably heard of you, have seen you, okay? And then we get hot leads, people who have previously maybe bought from you, or they're ready to buy from you. So that can be a hot lead as well, right? So, like I said, leads are very important. They are potential clients for your business, and they are people that who are interested in your services and products. Now, remember, an interest might be there, right? And that's why I said there's three different types of leads. Like a cold lead, someone that didn't know about your business, but they're just coming in. They're showing an interest, so they first call, and then they get to know you, so they start warming up, and then eventually they get ready to buy whatever product or service that you are selling. Just seems like a lot of people make this mistake. What they do is you get cold leads that come in, people that are interested in your services and products, and because they didn't buy, you decide not to interact with the lead, right? I'm not sure if you guys heard this saying, right? A sale is in the follow up. So if someone comes in as a co lead and you told me about your services and products, or maybe some of you, I know a lot of people give the price and they're like, I didn't hear from the person again. There's something that you can do about this, right? And that's messaging your lead, but not nagging the person, but messaging them to remind them. I've always said that people get busy, right? But people also prioritize the things they need to do, and sometimes we do get a bit busy, right? Especially if you're mom and you're doing multiple things like myself. Sometimes I even tend to forget to reply to messages, and I will tell people, hey, if I didn't reply to you within like couple hours, like 3 hours is max, and if I have not got back to you, right, then you can send me a reminder and say, hey, Tasneem, I messaged you early and you haven't got back to me, right? Then I would be like, okay, right, I need to get back to you. Because like I said, we are get busy in our lives, and I'm not only saying moms, even dads and stuff. People need reminders all the time, whether it's for a school meeting, a parent meeting, what are you going to be preparing tomorrow for breakfast or lunch or something. These things we need to remember. Whether you need to go out to the supermarket and buy stuff. So as we get older, like our memories, I wouldn't say they get any better. Like I know I have a lot of things going, so I have a notepad even when I go into the grocery store and I'll be putting things down. Sometimes when I do the laundry, I've like forgotten to take my washing off the line, right? I leave the basket out near the door when I do laundry, so I know, hey, I've got clothes in the line that I need to pick up. Sometimes I've forgotten to take things out of the freezer that needed to be defrosted, so I needed to prepare for supper, and I'm like, oh god, I didn't take that out. So having reminders there, like for yourself personally, it's important, but it's also important for your clients, right? But I'm just giving you guys an example of how I forget things, and I'm sure most of you can relate to this. You'd forget. So when you get a client that's interested in your services and products and messages you to find out, right, you need to go back to your client and say to them or message them and say, hey, I messaged you with regards to so and so in the query. Are you still interested? Or if the person is no longer interested, you can tell them about your latest special or new products that came in and whatever. So you're basically informing them. What you can also do is, if you're like on WhatsApp, I really do encourage people having businesses on WhatsApp. It's a good platform because you can notify your leads, but do not like create groups and then send people like 10 pictures and 10 messages and nag people, because that's so not on. Like I said, people have a lot of things to do, And even though we want to send constant forgive me, reminders, even though we want to send these constant reminders, we cannot nag people. They will not buy from us because then we're becoming too pushy onto them. So let's just say I have a group, right, where I put all my cold leads in, if I'm doing a group or a community, whichever one that you're in, or even a channel, right, where you feel people will respond to you faster or get notified faster. Um, or even your email list, whichever way, whatever works for you, whichever platform, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you feel people are responding to you faster, you can use that to collect your list, like I was saying. So your list that we are building, sometimes it's cold leads, people that don't really know us and they want to get to know us and our services and products that we're offering. So we create this list somewhere. So I'm going to give you an example and say, let's just say Facebook is where I'm collecting all my leads. People who are interested in my services, okay, I bring them in and I put them into a group. First, I chat to them individually. I just don't add people to a group, right? Let me tell you something. People don't like that and they start leaving. And when they start leaving, other people in the group wonder why they start leaving and they also start leaving. So, just to prevent that from happening, guys, let me just start again from the beginning, right? Okay, so you got a cold lead that came in. Person was interested in your service or product, you spoke to them. They didn't get back to you whether they wanted your product or your service. So you guys stopped chatting and you left the lead. The next thing you should do is, like, before that lead gets cold again, is message the person. Like, you can leave a day. Like, say, just say you message the person the first, they messaged you the first time on Monday, you responded. Then Tuesday, they didn't get back to you. So you'd leave Tuesday and you'd go back and you'd message them on one day. So basically, one day in and one day out. So, okay, so the first message took place on Wednesday. On Monday. The next message I will do will be on a Wednesday. Then I'll miss Thursday, I'll do a message on Friday, right? And then I'll miss the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, because I don't want to, intervene on people's private family time, right? So what I would do is, instead of messaging someone on the weekend or after hours, I would message them back on a Monday. So I sent them about four individual messages. By the fourth message, I would have said to them, hey, initially you had this interest, and I can see that you're very busy, and I really don't want you to be missing out on any specials or new products or services that come my way. Can I add you to my community or my group or my channel or wherever it is you want to add them to, whatever list? Like I said, it could be on any of your social media platforms. Can I add you, like, to my group? Okay, since I'm use the example of WhatsApp, I'm saying, can I add you to my group? Don't worry, we will not spam you, and we will not disturb you. Can like send like continuous messages. We will only send to you, really important messages. So you don't want to spam the person like every day on the group, because I've seen the groups and people post like 10 pictures, or they're posting the whole day, like 3 or 4 times a day, the same thing. And then it can disturb someone, and people would leave. It's like a sales call coming in all the time. So it gets very spammy. So what you want to do is, now when you have this group and you've got all the cold leads coming in, is you want to start messaging your group at least once or twice a week, right? So maybe on a pick 2 days, right? I notice that I don't really like to do much of my messaging on a Monday, because Mondays, I notice people are so busy. They just got back into the week, kids are going back to school, your boss is sending a whole lot of emails. So I notice that Monday is a very busy day. I don't really like to message people on a Monday. Okay, so I would prefer doing this on a Tuesday. So I would message people on a Tuesday, right? And another thing I don't like to do is I don't message people on a Friday. I would like to message maybe on a Tuesday and a Thursday, and I would leave maybe the Wednesday out. So if I'm doing messaging twice a week, it's Tuesday and it's Wednesday. So Tuesday, I'm probably letting you know, hey, this is what happening, new stock specials, whatever, new offers or something. And Thursday, I'm reminding you, hey, we're going into the weekend, so don't forget to sign up, because sometimes, like, month end is falling on the weekend and people would forget when they get paid, and they might not sign up for your programs, or they might not make purchases. So Thursday is a good time to remind them that, hey, the special is on. And what I've done, like, basically with groups is, if you're in a group, right, I will tell you that, hey, if this is Thursday, it's only valid for this group on a Thursday, and I'll give you like a promo code and tell you, you only have like today, because like the weekend, if I had to offer it to like the rest of the people, it's going to be at a different price. So basically, if you're creating a list, you want to also be able to give specials to the people in your list. So it makes them feel special, right? Specials make people feel special, right? So we don't want to make everybody feel that way. And imagine you post a special on social media, and it's the same as the people who's in your group. Now, the people that's in your group, in your list, your co-leads, you basically want them to like you, right? Get to know you, and they want them to trust you. The like, know, and trust that's happening there. And with leads, this is generally what happens. So you'll be posting maybe on a Tuesday something about your business. It doesn't always have to be your product and services, or doesn't have to always be buy, right? Let's just say I am uh, doing skincare. I'm just giving you guys an example, right? I would post on a Tuesday like a DIY home idea of how you can take care of your skin. Actually, I actually do a DIY, right? So I have something, I do this like a home skincare where I use gram flour and a bit of yogurt and honey, a little bit of lemon juice because lemon juice is harsh on your skin, a little bit of rose water, a little bit of sandalwood, right? And I mix them all together and make this paste, and I put this once a week on my face because it's like my grandmother and stuff used to use this gram flour. And I also use gram flour as a face wash. Just plain gram flour with a bit of water, and I wash my face as if it's a face wash. So this is my DIY skincare that I do at home that I'm sharing with you guys. But I'm just giving you guys an example. And if I was someone that was in skincare, or I was selling skincare products or beauty products or whatever, I would want to give some tips and values to the people that's in my list, how they can take care of their skin, right? So something DIY. And then on Thursday, maybe I want to tell them about my product that I have. So hey guys, if you did you try my, my DIY? For those of you who's looking for a full kit or whatever, this is what I have this week. It's on special, but it's only available to this group, and you can tell them. Go look at my website, go look at my social media, you'll not find the price the same. Like if you look at me, I'm encouraging people to actually use PayPal. So if you go and look at my sales page for my turn your WhatsApp chats into cash, I've actually got a promo. If you buy in dollars, it's cheaper. If you buy in rands, it's more expensive for the program. I'm serious. Like, I'm encouraging people to use PayPal, to do payments on PayPal, because I want to promote online business and using different payment gateways. So if you buy in dollars, it's cheaper, and if you pay in rands, it's a bit more. So that's something that you can do. So the people in your group, their leads that come in, they get a special because they contacted you. They're part of the list now. The list should feel special than just the people out there that you're just advertising to in general, right? And that's another way to also encourage people to get into your list, because now they feel like special, like a VIP sort of thing. So this is one of the way to get your cold leads now to become warm. Remember, you're providing some sort of educational content in it, and you're not only posting things like I'm selling this and I'm selling this and I'm no, you're getting people to know you. What else should people know about you in your group? Okay, fine. I did a post about skincare. Maybe next week I'll do a post about in my group. I want to post something about, like moms, like you're so busy, like how you balancing your skincare routine. Maybe get a discussion going. So what you can do is you can have a closed group, and then when you post that, you can tell everybody, hey, the group is open for discussion. We're going to keep it open for an hour, and you guys can let me, know. And before you even open up a group for discussion, let the people know in that group that on this day at certain hour it'll be open, because sometimes people would forget that there's a discussion and they think that they can't post. So then they're not going to interact and engage with you, and you wouldn't be able to know they need to. Either you can tell people to message you individually if they want to remain anonymous, and you keep your like group completely closed where you as the admin is just posting. And then you can also post something about why you got involved in skincare. A lot of people like a story behind the brand. Like, I know a lot of people like, oh, no, I'm selling skincare, yeah, because I want to make sales, I need to make money, and I need to pay my bills. Yeah, I get that. But there should be like a deeper why. There's, like I said, you got to share your why with people. You want to know why you in skincare. You're really passionate about it. Okay, how has it helped you? Or you got involved to make an income, and yes, this thing is going really good for you. So now the income that you're making, how is the income helping you? Maybe the brand helped you to boost your financial confidence, become more independent, to get a better life. You can talk about that. If you're in for the money and the money is improving your life, why not talk about that? That is also something that you guys can talk about. So remember, leads are cold. They don't know you. They need to get to know you, and they can only know you through your story. Not you just posting, I'm selling this, I'm selling that, I'm selling that, and price, 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 price. It's not always about posting the price, right? You go to a doctor. Do you think when you go to the doctor and you sit and you say, Doctor, how much are you charging? No, the doctor doesn't ever talk to the price. The doctor says, what are your symptoms? All of us here are doctors right now who are in businesses, and we need to find what's our client's symptoms so we can treat that. We can get to know how to better to serve them. You only get the price later when the doctor knows that he can solve your problem for you. So you need to know that you can solve the problem for your client before you even give them a price. That's why I always get people on a call. Like, you can come for free training sessions, but like I said, I work with select people. If you want to buy into my program, I'm going to say, hop on a call with me, right? And let's see if this is a good fit, if I can help you. Because in the end of the day, I want to work with action takers. I don't want to work with people that don't want to do the work and they say, I tried this and it didn't work for me, but then you didn't do the work, right? So at the end of the day, who are the people that you want to work with? Because you got to qualify leads. This is another thing I want to talk to you guys about. You got to qualify your leads. Because also we can't be wasting time on people that are not going to ever buy. And you'll be able to do that. So what you do is as you start collecting leads, you can start marking them and say, okay, these are the buy, and you can keep moving them into different groups. People that buy from you, move them into a different group. So we call this lists generally in emails, right? And we call it a pipeline, a sales pipeline, or a funnel where we're moving people. So they come in through your free lead magnet, then they come in your low ticket offer and your medium ticket offer and your high ticket offer. And we move them to see where they are in the sales journey that we're taking them through, right? So with leads, it's basically the same thing. And this is what I can tell you guys to do is please don't let your leads from cold stay cold after one message and leave them, because they're just going to get colder. You got to get back to them. You got to follow up and check what's happening. The four messages, after the four messages, ask them and say, hey, you know what? I have this VIP group, right? And it's only for make them feel special. People want to feel special. Oh God, I belong to the VIP group. I'm in the VIP. Let me tell you, people have this FOMO, the fear of missing out. They will join your group. Everyone wants to save. They want to know, hey, if I'm in this group, yes, I get the discounts and I'll save. If I'm not, I don't qualify for it, right? And even when you put your ads out, you will say members only this price. So people need to know, are they a VIP member to get that price? Because you can only qualify, and then non-members you pay that price. People get to see that difference and like, hey, I want to become, and you can become a VIP member for free. Okay, get people to join your thing for free. Your saying your thing, sorry, your group, whatever it is, get them to join for free, okay, and take it from there. And the reason they would join for free is not just because they want free stuff, because I think people are under the wrong impression, oh, that people love free things. No, it's not that. People will join because they're interested in your service and product. Why would they want that service and product for free? It is of no interest to them, huh? It's like me, I don't have a car, right? Okay, I'm going to give you an example. I don't have a car. Okay, I don't have a car right now, repairs, but hopefully my baby will be back soon. But getting back to the topic, imagine now I don't have a car at this moment in time, right? And okay, and I had to go and get like things for my car that I don't have a car for. I decide I will join a group. I decide I will get all those things, but I really don't have a car. But yeah, I'm investing in all this car stuff. Does that make any sense now? Would I go and join a competition to get car paint or to get a free service on my car when I don't have a car? Would I go join a competition like that knowing that that's not going to benefit me? So people will not join things that's not going to be beneficial to them. You need to know your service and products at the end of the day need to be beneficial to your client, and if your leads find that what you're offering is not beneficial to them, it's not going to provide results for them, your leads are not going to come in. So, in the end of the day, you want to find the right people. You want to find the people that are really interested in your services and product. I hope that I've covered that. If there's any confusion on this topic about leads, please drop a question for me in the comments, so I can go over it. But basically, this is what the whole lead is about. And warm leads, they already know you, right? But there's still something lacking now. So they got information, but they still feel, I need a little bit more to be able to buy. So these are the people that you need to be having the conversation with. And you'll notice your warm leads are generally the one that's asking more questions, right? And this is where you need to be able to give them answers. So people are asking questions that they are interested. You now need to be able to convert them into sales, right? That's your warm leads. You need to take the warms and bring them into hot. There's definitely something stopping a warm lead, right? And I would cover the section in sales, but sometimes with a warm lead, like the interest is there. I'm warm, right? I know you, right? I like you, I trust you, but something is a bit, off. I'm like not sure about something. So this is where you need to give the warm leads a bit more clarity. So then you bring them into a hot lead and they're like, yeah, I'm ready to buy now. Yeah, I get this. So sometimes it's just one or two things that are actually stopping your warm lead from actually buying and converting into a hot lead. But we'll go through that more when we cover sales. Okay, so let's talk about why do we need leads, right? Leads equal clients, and clients plus sales equals profits. You need a healthy flow of leads to grow a profitable business. Now, we cannot only be getting leads one day or getting it for 1 week or for 1 month. You need to be getting leads every day in your business, even if it's just one lead a day. But you need to be able to get a lead. Okay, you need to be able to get leads into your business because without leads, there are going to be no sales, and out sales is no profits. Okay, clients plus sales equals profits. Okay, so let's just say 100 leads will come in, they cold. 10% will view your offer, they become warm leads because they are interested already, they are more interested in the cold leads. And 1% will generally take action. Okay, so they might join your program, uh, or take up your offer. Some might even buy. So if you don't have leads, right, no leads means no clients, and no clients is equal to zero profits. Then you got to ask yourself, why am I in business? Right, because if you're in business, you are there to basically get what? Clients. Clients is what you need to be able to get. Then without the clients, there are no profits. So just remember that, guys. With leads, it's clients. With clients, it's sales, and then it's profits. So we want to work on that. And remember, not everyone's going to buy for you. So like, even if you get 100 leads coming in, like maybe 10 people would purchase your offer, right? Sometimes you might only just get one person, but I mean, one person is still one person. So it takes a lot of leads to be able to still convert to sales. And most of the time, we just don't do follow up. So sometimes with that 100 leads, they might be able to even convert 80%. But like I said, we don't even follow up, so we can lose that leads. It's like leaving money on the table. That's what I call it. Okay, so how to get leads? Okay, there's different ways that you can get leads. You can create a lead magnet, example, an ebook, a digital guide, or you can do a giveaway, example, a spa voucher, right? If you're someone who's in the beauty and health industry and you have a spa, okay, you can give away a voucher. Another call to action is example, book a free call. So the lead magnet, right? The giveaway and the call to action. These are ways in which you can bring in leads, right? So some of you might have tried this, some of you are probably already using it, right? But there is a way in which you have to do this. So I'm going to show you now how to set up the lead generation system. And I'm going to use an example. I think we're going to be using the do a giveaway example spa voucher because I've done this for one of our clients. So how to set up a lead generation system. Now this is totally organic, right? It's an organic method. We've done this for one of our clients. We've got more than 100 leads coming in, right? In 1 week. Guys, we brought 100 leads within 1 week. We had 100 leads organically. This wasn't even paid, right? For one of our clients. Okay, so example I'm saying is it's a giveaway, it's a spa voucher. Then I said pick a platform to host your giveaway. In our case, we used Facebook for this. So then we created a Facebook group to collect the leads. Like I said, you got to collect the leads somewhere in a group, in an email, on WhatsApp. Where are you collecting your leads? Where are the leads coming to? So we created a Facebook group to collect the leads, and we gave instructions because you got to have rules for your giveaway. So we said anyone who enters a giveaway is now a lead, and the call to action was to direct people to the Facebook group to enter the giveaway. So we told people if you want to enter this giveaway, you got to come to the Facebook group. So now all the leads were directed where they needed to go to enter the giveaway. They couldn't just enter it on anywhere and just see one post and think, hey, that's the entry. We said no. If you want to enter this competition to win the spa voucher, you need to go to this uh, Facebook group and you're going to enter it there. Then we asked people questions, further questions. So once you got into the group now, right? Phase one was to get you in the group. Phase two to take part of this competition was we asked you a question. We told you to tag your family and friends and to share the post because we also wanted to grow um, on social media organically. And the way to do that is basically to tag family and friends and to share. Right? So people did that. They joined the group, number one, they followed the rules, then they answered questions, and then they tagged family and friends. Now, we didn't ask any questions. Now, a lot of people get this part wrong when they're trying to run a giveaway. And then all the people that enter your giveaway, you never get back to them. You just run a competition for 1 week and you say, hey, this is the winner. All the people that entered, you guys don't message them. And I've seen this happen so many times in giveaways. All the leads gone ice, 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 ice cold, right? Anyone that enters your competition is a lead. You are supposed to message them, right? So what we did was we asked people a question and we asked them, what's your favorite spa treatment? And we had a list of treatments there. And people needed to pick three treatments, right? We wanted to know what are the people's top three treatments, whether you liked getting your nails done or your hair done, or you liked facials or you liked massages, whatever it is, you needed to pick three treatments. Once you picked your three treatments, then you tagged your family and your friends and you shared it. So what they did when they tagged their family and friends, we messaged them first. We messaged the person first that entered the competition, right? We messaged them privately and we told them, hey, thank you for entering the competition. We have messaged you regarding the competition. Kindly check your messages. So we went back and we commented. This picked up the increase and the engagement of our post now because I'm going back and messaging each one, plus the person that they tagged. So if you tagged three of your friends, we told you tag three people, each person that you tagged we went back and we messaged those people and we said, hey, your friend tagged you in this competition that we are running, all right? And yeah, and this is the next steps to follow so you can be part of this competition. So we had the leads plus we had the tags, so increased our leads now because people were tagging people. So we're like, hey, yeah, you know what, my friend is also going to be in this, and like, wow, she tagged me to go so they're interested, like, this is the competition, my friend wants to join me in this competition. So it got more exciting because we said, now once you tag someone and say so and so referred you, they're like, hey, that's my friend that tagged me, that's my friend that referred me. So automatically you're not cold to that person anymore because you've introduced them and said who actually said you must tag. And I'm gonna give you an example. Let's just say Jane enters the competition, right? Jane enters the competition and she tags Linda, and she tags Mary, and she tags Karen. So I will go and message Linda and I will say, hey, Jane tagged you in this competition, right? And yeah, the next steps for you to follow. So now, besides Jane entering the competition directly, I have now contacted all the people that Jane have taken. I messaged Linda, I messaged Karen, I messaged Mary. Can you see where I'm going with this, guys? I know I talk a lot fast and I'm passionate about all of things that I see, but if there's anything that you don't understand, please put this in the comments, because if you doing this lead system, you are leaving money on the table by not messaging all of these people, right? Then we message them privately. We even let them know in the comments that we have messaged them privately. So I went on Jane's and I tagged and said, hey, I've messaged you. I even messaged, and then I tagged Linda in that same comment again to say, Jane, I messaged you, can you check your messages? I went to Linda's name. I tagged, so each person that was tagged has been messaged. Each person who entered the competition directly have been messaged, right? And they are in the comments section as well, right? So message your leads privately, then comment your message, and that's what I mean. If you guys don't understand this, what I'm trying to say again, if you see like a Facebook post, right? You see a comment, you reply to that comment, and you will say, I have messaged you, kindly check your messages. That's all you need to say in the comment section to each person that enters the competition. And you are definitely going to message them privately. Please don't say that you messaged them and you haven't, okay? Because this is going to mess up your entire system. Like I said to you guys, how do we market? We market in public, we sell in private. So we got to get them in the private message. But they don't know. Sometimes people don't check their private messages. That's the reason we comment and tell them we've messaged them privately. Just in case. Now, I know this is a bit of a hectic method. Okay, some people think of it as like hectic and it's time consuming. But when you're starting out and you're not spending money on Facebook ads, right? You're not paying Facebook for ads, right? And you need an organic method. This is a very, very organic method, okay? To get ads, because you're not paying for anything here. It's the cheapest method effort for you to get leads and actually make sales without spending a cent. So it might be time consuming, all right? But this is the method, guys. When you need to make that money and you need some cash coming in, you're going to do that. Like I always say, you're starting a business, cut your expenses. If you don't have funds for advertising, it's fine. Use organic methods, use free methods, use any other method that you can use to get your business out there. And this is a beautiful method. We've done it for a client, worked beautifully, right? Okay, then the last thing I said here, this is an organic method of collecting leads, and I've been saying that for so long. If you use this method to set up your lead generating system, trust me, it shouldn't take you that long to get people who are interested in your services and product to enter your competition, into your giveaway. You can run it for as long as you want, 1 or 2 weeks. Sometimes some people don't like to run the competitions for long. I would like to give people a chance and even run it for 2 weeks, even a month, so then they can get more people to enter and enter and enter. So you can start in the beginning of 1 month and then end it at the end of the month, so somebody knows, hey, at the end of the month I'm getting this reward. Or you can just say, like, let's just say now, okay, we were done with, if you ran your competition in April, you would have said, I'm announcing the winner on the 1st of May. Okay, something like that. So the entire month you would have collecting leads, right? So running a competition is an absolutely great way, a giveaway, for you to be able to get leads and people that are interested in your services and product. One important thing that I just want to mention here is that we asked people to answer questions, remember? And I told you one of the questions that we asked them was, what's your 3 services that you like from the spa, right? And I told you that you either pick hair, or getting your nails done, manicures or pedicures or facials, massages. So they basically had to pick 3 of it, right? So they have 3 favorite treatments, right? So what we did after we got all the leads, we created packages for people for those 3 services that they picked up. So when we announced the winner, we said this is the winner. Then we went back and messaged all the people who entered the competition and said to them, thank you so much for entering the competition, right? Here's a special voucher for you. Because you entered the competition, we're going to give you 10% off any of this of your three favorite treatments since you listed these. So at the end of the day, we built a connection with the client, right? Who was called the client that entered this competition. But how did it become warm? Because we remembered what treatments the client want. The client specifically answered the question, said this is three treatments they're interested in. And then we told him you will get 10% off any of the treatments that they would take. Later on, we decided let's re-message the client. So what we did is we ran it for a bit of time and we kept reminding them, hey, your 10% is only valid for so many days. So for the next like 10 days, what you would message your client, say your voucher is expiring, right? Like about for the next 10 days. In that 10 days, remember you're not messaging every day in and out because you want to send at least like four messages to them as a reminder. Finally, that was done. Then, after doing that method, we went back to those clients, and what you think we did? We said to them, hey, you know, like how you invest in insurance and how you invest in your health and all your checkups, dental and healthcare and all of that. But skincare is just as important. So you got to have a monthly budget for your skincare. Now, I noticed that you liked these three treatments and you probably took your voucher. Some people who didn't take the voucher, so you want to convert them. So you haven't used up your voucher. What I'd like to do is this is the prices on our list, and I will send them the price list and say, this is the list, right? And as you can see, these are the prices on the list. But because you know you we value you as we value as a client, we are going to give you this monthly package that you can take every month. So every month you're qualified. So let's just say the package, I'm going to give you an example, I'm going to explain this now. Let's just say the package is about 497 rand. Okay, the actual price is 750. Just because you have been valued, you've been part of our community, in our VIP list and stuff, I'm going to give you the package at 497 every month, provided that you come in every month and spend 497 for your treatments. Right? So we created a specific package for the client. So this client, now you remember, they came in via the competition. They didn't win. I gave them a 10% discount on any of the three treatments that they wanted. Right? Some of them might have taken the voucher or didn't. If they didn't, the next step would be also, if they did, you'll still give them the offer, and if they didn't, you'll still provide this offer to them, is to get them to take a monthly package where they can commit every month. Because if you're paying monthly insurance to take care of your health, why not prioritizing skincare? Skincare is just as important, because then we start aging, get sunspots, this happened, that happened, and we don't really pay attention to all of these things. So getting your client to realize how important their skin is and what can happen to them later. Because I mean, you wouldn't want your husband to be looking at another woman whose skin is all looking nice and yours is not looking nice. So these are things, you get the client to start thinking about also, yeah, like I need to also look good, and and yeah, you don't want your sister looking good and you're not looking good, and your mom's looking younger than you. You also want to start looking good, because when you look good, you feel good. So, like, you keep telling all the clients all the right things that they need to hear to be able to get them to take your 497 offer every month, right? So, that is it. You just keep telling the client, like, hey, you need, and I'm not just saying just batching up the client. Now, I mean, skincare is like really important. I mean, I prioritize, you know, what I eat because it affects my skin, what I put in my body, what I use on my skin, all of those things. Some people don't prioritize. Then, yeah, later on in they have to suffer. Like, I initially was not prioritizing my skincare, ended up with skin spots. Is it because I was doing spots coaching, and sometimes I would say, oh, I'd put the sunblock. Some days I'll be just forget about it. One night I slept with my makeup on, and yeah, I have paid for that. But it's never too late to start investing in skincare. It is never too late to invest in skincare, healthcare, whatever it is that you want to invest in. We got to create the budget for that and put that aside and start investing in ourselves, ladies. Okay? Oh, men, if you are man, right? So invest in yourself, invest in these things because they're really important. Okay. Uh, you don't want to start looking way older before your time. That's all I'm going to say. So, telling your client all of these things, getting them to take your offer at the end of the day is what we want to do. And this is the method we used for our client and how we were able to get conversions. So, yes, she got over 100 leads coming in. We managed to convert most of them, and they managed to take the package. Some people took the discount, some people went for the monthly package. But the clients that went for the monthly package, now you need to remember something. Once your clients come in a monthly package, you're not there to just take their money every month. You're there to build a relationship with them. So we advise our client to always build a relationship and keep talking to them, how's the services, and be friendly. At the end of the day, like I said, and I keep using that word at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, it's not just about taking your client's money. It's not just about the stay sale. Because if you want that money to come in, like I said, success will follow. If you provide value, the money will follow you. I don't chase the money. Basically, the money is chasing me sometimes, right? Because I'm providing value. If I provide value all the time to my clients, if I'm checking up on my clients all the time. Now, I'm not saying you got to message this clients every day, but your regular clients, you should be checking up. How is the service when you meet them, when you chat to them? Did you enjoy it? And yeah, take feedback from them. Clients value this. When you are asking them for feedback, you ask them how's the service. End of the day, we're not asking you to ask them to look for problems with your services and products. But good feedback helps you to also improve your service and product as a person. And you want to be that person that improves, that actually goes out. And this is what Jeff Bezos does in Amazon. He focuses on customers. Okay? Right? Customer service is like the main thing at Amazon. And that's why it does so well, because he focuses on customer service. He's not focused on the competition. He's focused on how well can I serve my customer? How well can I provide customer service? Customer service equals sale, 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 continuously reoccurring income. Okay, and this is a lot of people, they neglected customer service. They don't check up on the client after clients paid you. Okay, right, goodbye, that's it. See you next month again for your next checkup appointment, whatever. What about checking in? What about saying thank you for coming in today? The client came in today, message them later and say, hey, thank you for coming in today to service. I hope you enjoyed it. Is it, how did it go? Whatever it is you want to type to them, but be genuine about it as well. This is something you can do, because this client is like recurring income for you by coming in every month. So why wouldn't you want to provide a good service to every month this income can come into you, right? So I want to move on to the next thing, which is the leads and profits. So like I said, if we did a giveaway, we got 100 leads, okay, and the average price value of your product or service, right, is 497 rand per month. I'm just making an average price, so you decide what's the average price of your product or service that you sell every month. So we went to 497, and 10 people buy your 497 offer. That's 4,970 rand per month. Now you can change this into whatever currency. So if you're watching this from any else in the world, you can change this to dollars, you can change this to pounds, euros, rupees, or yes, whatever it is that your currency is in your country. Sorry, you can just change that. So I'm just using rands here. So 497 rand per month. So 10 people, like I said, buy your offer. Buy a 497 offer, you made 4,970 rand per month recurring, because every month people is going to visit your spa and take these treatments. Every month they come in. Okay, in 10 years, from this 10 people only, in 10 years you made 596,400. Now, this amount over here, I didn't even put in inflation. Now, obviously, your price is not going to be 497, right? Every year, obviously, you're going to increase it. They're not going to be locked in at that price, because products and prices go up, and then you also pay your staff as well. So I just put this price in without the inflation or any interest of sort, right? But imagine if you added all of that, you were definitely making like much more. In the next month, let's just say you get 20 clients. You're now making 9,940 rand per month. But can you see that you used an organic method? You didn't pay a cent for advertising, right? You just used this organic method to bring leads, and now you already at 9,940 rand per month. Imagine that following month, you 30 clients, 40 clients, 50 clients. You just got to keep using the method over and over again. Okay, you can use different methods. I'm not saying do a spa giveaway every month, but you got to use different methods of bringing in leads. And I already went over that, and it's right here how to get leads. I said do an ebook, do a digital guide, do a giveaway, do a call to action. And also, talking about leads, getting back here to the leads and profits, just because we're trying to get in new leads does not mean that we must forget the old leads. Because if we forget the old leads, they will get ice cold. You need to keep warming them up. Once a lead comes in, you don't leave the lead cold. Get them warm and warm and warm till they're hot enough to buy. Because that's where you want to get your lead at. We want to try and get them hot, right? Hot, 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 hot. And we're going to discuss more about this when we get into sales, how to actually convert leads into sales. But if you don't have leads, what's the point in sales, right? So first focus on getting leads. Try using organic methods. Some of you might want to do paid methods. That's totally up to you. But I always believe if you cannot get people in organically, how do you plan to get them in paid? So try organic first before you decide, hey, I want to go spend money on paid. Because that's like you throwing your money and burning your money away. Yet you will have leads. And for me, people that get leads and they're not trying at all to warm them up or turn them to hot or even trying to convert them into buyer, you are basically leaving money on the table. And I'm sure many of your clients messaged you, asked you about your product, your service, you gave them a price, and they never messaged you back. And guess what you did? You never followed up and you never messaged back. So you left the money on the table, not the client that messaged you, that showed interest, that asked you for your price. Not them. It was you. It's you. You are the person, you are responsible. It's your business. You didn't follow up. You left the money on the table. Well, that's all I'm going to say, and I'm going to leave it there for now. But please go out and use this method. I hope you found value in this. For those of you who are starting a business, already have a business, and you want to get leads, you want to get potential clients, I hope you found value in today's training and how you can use organic method to actually get leads for your business. Please go try it out. Let me know how it works. If you have any questions, post that in the comments. If there's anything that you didn't understand about what I explained today in the training, also put that in the comments. If you watching this as your first video, we've done many videos before this, so you need the free startup guide. All you're going to do is you're going to comment free, right? And I will send you the free startup guide. If you need to reach out to me, that's my WhatsApp number. You can reach out to me directly, or you can email me as well, whichever one you feel comfortable with, and I will send you the free guide. Or you have any questions that you don't want to post in the comments, you can reach out to me on WhatsApp and send those questions through, or you can email it as well. Well, thank you guys so much. Lots of love, and I will check you guys in the next training.